What is up everybody, 24/7 Bricks here, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video I'm going to be doing another mini mock. This is season 2, episode 6. If you haven't, go check out the rest of the season as I highly recommend it. And let's get straight into it. So hopping straight into the build discussion, there's going to be a lot of pieces that I'm going to be using. But to start off with, I'm going to be using the light bluish grey brick piece. Now I have a couple of these and I've been desperately trying to find some way of using some sort of technique that I'm planning on using in this mock. To follow this, I'm going to be using the dark tan. I think it will contrast quite nicely with the light bluish grey brick here, and I think it will turn out very nicely. Now, to contrast this, I am going to be using the lighter tan colour as they contrast quite nicely, and it's basically just a lighter, darker version of each other, and I think it will turn out quite nicely. Following this, I'm going to be using the dark orange. I want to do some sort of pathway, and I've tried and tested some stuff, and I think it will go well with a medium nougat. So I'm going to be using these two sort of pieces as some sort of pathway in this mock. Moving on, I'm going to be using the tan green just as like some sort of little grassland patch. Not really sure, but I may do some plants on top of this particular colour just to give it a little bit more life to the mock. Following this, I am going to be doing some plants, and there's going to be quite a few. So instead of doing the dark tan green that I usually use, I'm going to be using the light green here. And I've got all the stems that I love to use. I've got the taller one, the shorter one, and they're all in the green. They're not in the dark green that I like using. And I'm also going to be using the grass pieces. Now there is a technique that I've also been wanting to try, and I'm going to contrast them with the green leaf pieces. And hopefully it will be as good as I hope it will be. Following this, I am going to be using the green flower pieces just to sort of connect the leaves to the stems. But let's just get straight into the time lapse and see how we get on. And this is the mock finished. As usual, I'm going to give you guys a quick 360 so you guys can get a clear overall view and so you guys can give your opinions down in the comments below. As usual, I do ask you guys to also tell me what I can improve on to make my mocks look better and to give me any sort of ideas of what I can do for any future videos. But anyway, let's just hop into the overall mock review and see how I think it turned out. So, hopping straight into the overall mock review, I have to say this mock turned out great. I love it. There is so much colour. There is so much going on. As you can see, the clones are sort of fending off a retreat here. The medic trying to drag away some injured clones. But this mock turned out really great. Better than I expected, actually. There were some parts that were really fiddly, but I think it just turned out great. I'm going to give you a bit of a close-up on the wall work here. This is the technique that I've been wanting to try, and it looks great. It just looks like an actual brick wall. As you can see, it's sort of run down, more like a ruined. As you can see, I added some chains on the archway just to give it a little bit more texture and a little bit more detail, and I think it turned out great. As you can see, the droids are getting pretty destroyed by the commander or captain. I'm not really sure what he is, but I think it just turned out great. I love the green in the background. It just contrasts quite nicely, as well as all the plants, as it just looks great in general. As you can see, I am using a different technique for the trees, using the grass pieces and some brown rods. And as you can see, I'm using the leaf pieces that I said, and I've sort of used them with the grass pieces as well to give them sort of like an angle and sort of give it more of a denser foliage sort of vibe. But I think it just turned out really great, and I just love it in general. It turned out really nicely. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please like, share and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.